Hi everyone, this is Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop, and I'm going to react to some psychic fortune teller tarot reader type advertisements.
You're about to sign a major financial contract and someone is looking for you, okay? Someone's looking for your work ethic. Someone's looking for your ability to see things from a higher perspective, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe you're not believing. I'm hearing, do you believe in miracles? Okay, do you? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe that someone is literally going to be on their way and giving you a major job opportunity because you deserve it, okay? Someone wants to elevate you financially.
Wow, that was a lot to take in. Okay, so I'm using my red tarot with keywords that I wrote for the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups card means celebration, party, social gathering, beauty, fashion, arts, entertainment, third party, and flirtation. So I'm not quite sure what she's doing. It sounds like she's doing a full reading, but only using the Three of Cups card as her photo. I'm not quite sure. But I actually call that type of reading the train type of reader, where you feel like you're getting on a train and it's all systems go. I remember when I was about 25, I saw an advert in a newspaper of a woman who said that she had 20 years experience, and she was a woman that lived not very far from where I lived. And I remember her name was Catherine, because her name stood out to me like a wise woman, Catherine, like Queen Catherine or Catherine the Great, right? So I was young and impressionable, and I saw the ad, and it had, psychic clairvoyant Catherine, 20 years experience. And I remember her ad said she doesn't use cards. And that fascinated me because by that point I was a tarot reader, but I'd never had a reading with someone that didn't use cards at all. So I made a booking. I remember I called her up, made a booking, and then I went over to her place. And I remember we sat in a lounge room, and there was a crystal ball on a table. And beside the crystal ball, it said, she had a little sign, and it said, "The reading is free, but you're paying for my time." And I remember that. So we sat down and the reading began, and she just started talking, started saying things. She started talking random things. I remember she was saying, "Oh, you're going through a very bad time right now. You've got low money, work's really bad." And at that time, I was doing really well. I was actually working for a magazine, doing art and photography and also writing. And I was also working on the weekends doing readings, tarot readings. So I was pretty much working 7 days a week at the time. And I remember she was just going on about how my life was so bad, and she wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. And then she started singing, just like this person in this video. She started singing. I remember she sang, she'll be coming round the mountain. And I was like, what is this? What kind of reading is this? Nothing she's saying to me makes any sense. She's speaking so fast. And then she started singing, "These boots are made for walking." So it was, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. And then these boots were made for walking. And I was like, I'd never experienced a reading like this before. And she said to me, "Do these songs mean anything to you?" And I remember just being like so overwhelmed by her fast talking and singing at me. I had no idea. And I said, not really. I said, "I know we used to sing She's Coming Round the Mountain when I was in like primary school, but nothing more than that." And she said, "Oh, it'll make sense to you later in the future." And I was like, okay. So I'm still wondering what those songs mean. But yeah, I call them the train readers, where you sort of get on a train and it's all systems go. and they don't often let the client speak. They just throw words at you and throw card meanings at you. So yeah, I feel like this type of reader is I also think they speak really fast because they're afraid of engaging with their client too, because they're just talking at the client, not letting the client speak, and then the client's usually bamboozled, and then the client, just doesn't know what to think of it. That's what happened with me. After the reading with this woman, Catherine, was finished, I basically paid her and I left because I didn't know what to say. I did try to ask her questions, but she didn't give me a chance to actually ask her. And then the reading was over and I paid her and I left. And it was just, it was ridiculous. So yeah, moral of the story, don't read like that. This is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.